Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Midnight, and in case you were in the former streaming, welcome back. Or if you're just joining at this moment, welcome for the first time. So guys, I think since I barely was able to advance on the chapter before this thing started to lag, I'm going to start a new game on episode 5, because I'm not sure when the lag started. And I'm worried that maybe the first time I streamed today, you weren't able to see anything that happened properly. So it's not much, it's only the graveyard scene and the chat with Neil. So what do you say? We hopefully start decently this time. Please, if anyone's online, let me know if this thing is lagging. So we find the first hexagon token at the very left extreme of the cemetery. If you see it's a black hexagon or dark gray with 5 green dots. Luke Holmes, husband of Stacy Holmes, father of Megan Holmes. I'm gonna spare the dates since they are not that relevant. Wife of Luke Holmes, mother of Megan Holmes. That's Stacy's. Megan Holmes, daughter of Luke and Stacy Holmes. It's just terrible how that poor child was murdered so young. Cassandra Sanderson, loving wife to Herman Sanderson. Loving husband to Cassandra Sanderson. I'm not that sure about Herman, to be perfectly honest. I wouldn't go as far as to say he doesn't love her, but he didn't take that much care. Robert Silva, rot in pieces. As I said before, it seems like he decided what his tomb would say before dying. I think I would like mine to say something funny like, "Don't bother me, I'm sleeping." Morrison. Ray and Janice shared grave. Even dead couldn't keep these two apart. Chuck Cohen. Son, husband, father, friend. Hey Chuck, miss you dude. Soda Cohen. I can't. But if you see, Maple's grave isn't there because she wasn't murdered. She wasn't there at Addison that day. Son of Lisa and Jim Johnson. They never did find Larry's body. Yes, I wonder what the hell did the cult do to it? How could it disappear? Lisa Johnson Fisher. Mother of Larry Johnson, wife of Henry Fisher. Lisa was always so nice to me. She treated me like family. Henry Fisher, husband of Lisa Johnson Fisher, father to Sal Fisher. Can't imagine how much this hurts Sal. Yeah, no, neither can I. Son of Henry and Diane Fisher. I wish you were here, Sal. I was wondering before, it seems like Sal's tombstone is far further from the others, like comparing the distance the other tombs have with each other. I wonder if that was on purpose. Like in the Holmes family cemetery, that the father was buried super apart from everyone because he didn't deserve to be close. I don't know if whomever decided the display thought so. Sorry I haven't visited in a few nights. Things have gotten worse. Oh, Sal's mask looks so sad there. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry about that. It's been 5 months since Scott escaped from the institution. I hope he's okay. He's gotta be under that damn church. It's the one place we haven't been able to get to. They're down there, I know they are, and they have my thought. Did you get the rest of that C4 from your army friend? I got it last night. Have you found a way in? I think so, yeah. We should go Tuesday night. That's when they're least active. Remember our agreement. If we get caught down there, we won't. We're going to get caught and then blow the place to bits. And I'm serious. So am I. But if we do get caught, yeah, we take them down with us. I'm ready. Good, at least one of us is. Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of thing you're ever ready for. Maybe you're prepared somehow in theory, but in practice it must be horrible. Todd, he's been infected by the dog. This has occurred in other people across Knockhout and is usually brought on by the devourers of God. Other findings suggest that this process may also be able to take place naturally, without intervention from occult rituals. At first we were able to speak with Todd, and we were able to get some information from him. Over time, the darkness spread on Todd, and Todd lost that lucidity. Now he escaped from the hospital with the help from the gold. Luckily they want him alive, so he's safe there until we can figure out how to bring him out. In the meantime, we have continued Todd's work on finding a cure to reverse the infection and cleanse the possessed body. I believe we are close to figuring it out. We just need a bit more time. And oh my god, no, this is itching, sorry guys. Sorry, I think I have cats and I think my mask had a hair of them inside and it was itching very badly. Mysterious mail. A cultist insider providing helpful intel, but who is it? And why are they betraying the cult to help us? We still don't know the answers to these questions, though we wouldn't have gotten this far without their assistance. They provided us with details about cult operation and locations, albeit in vague, quickly scribbled notes. False Ministry. It's not simply an old church that sits on Chapel Hill. The church is the entry point for the main temple of the Devourers. After the mysterious destruction of the Addison Temple, the Phelps Temple was heavily guarded for a while. Eventually the security loosened up. It's our suspicion that it is due to the cult having indoctrinated the majority, if not all, of the local government leaders. We have to be careful who we trust. Yeah, for now, no police, no authorities. Have you fed Maple yet? I tried. She's still not eating. I'll see if I have any luck. Do you need a hand? No, I got it. Did you bring the new package to the chef? Yep. You think you found a connection with Todd's work? I think it's something big, a missing piece I've been wondering about. I hope you're right. We are about due for some good luck. Yeah, totally. But ever since chapter 1 or even before that. I like how the illustration is so good that you actually can see the characters have grown older. If I remember right, Saul was about 28 when he was executed. That's cute. Yeah, but I always try to interact with everything possible. That was so cute as a kid. I remember taking this photo. It was after Larry's dad left. Larry and his mom stayed with his grandmother for a few years. They lived down the road from me. That's when we became good friends. Oh, it must have hurt so bad when they stopped being neighbors. It must be so cool to live so close to your best friend. You can hang out all the time. So sadly cute that all Gizmo stuff out here. Hi Gizmo, you need anything? Hasn't left the room since execution. It's like he knows. guys another second. Alright. So here's one more hexagon. That actually, when it was lying on the floor, but just near, it looked like a city. Of course, not of the right shape, but like the globe. So we have the one with 6 dots, and we have the one with 1. Oh, but we don't pick them, we just look at them. Okay. Don't know why I remembered we did pick them. Oh. Thought we had to do something with the sink, but not yet. And remember when this was not a cage and our friend was not locked in there? Those were the days. Hey Maple, how are you today? The clones? Neil and I are gonna get taught back soon. We may have to split him in with you, at least until we can figure out a better solution. I hope you don't mind. I've gotta run to the shed real quick, but when I get back in, we'll get you some nice warm soup. Then it's just terrible because we can see that she's suffering. We know also from the tapes of her fate in chapter 4 that the people that are possessed by darkness are kept from eating, but they do feel hunger. The darkness doesn't let them eat, but they do need to eat. So Nos and Maple's corruption by the darkness. Day 1, Maple has become a threat to herself and others and had to be locked up. Day 7, most of the time Maple remains conscious and alert. She's grateful that we are working to find a way to help her. Day 11, the corruption seems to be most active at night. Today we reinforced the cage and added restraints for everyone's safety. Maple didn't love the idea of restraints, but understood why they were needed. Day 20, the infection is getting worse. We're only able to speak with Maple about 50% of the time. The rest of the time she acts like some kind of demon or something driven by violence. Day 32. Maple has become difficult to interact with at all, and her physical appearance has begun to change. Day 39. She started screaming during the night and didn't stop until her throat bled. Oh shit. Day 42. The screaming has continued the past few nights. Luckily no one lives close enough to hear it, and the basement muffles most of the sound anyway. And that's pretty good. In a building with neighbors, you would receive a lot of complaints. Day 45. Her screaming finally stopped, but she's not looking so great. Day 46. We can't get her to eat anything. Day 51. She's still refusing to eat. We've been force feeding her as much as we can, but it's very difficult. Day 64. Maple is starting to smell pretty bad. She's not eating. So I wonder if the smell is because she's also rottening, like maybe besides the fact that she's not eating and she may be starting to die from famine. I wonder if she can't even eat, it must likely be impossible to shower her or bathe her or do pretty much anything to clean her up, so I wonder if the smell's coming from that as well. And also, I wonder if the situation is that extreme and the house is pretty much empty since nor Larry, nor Sal, nor Todd can occupy it, why doesn't Ash live there with Neil? Besides the fact that they would keep each other company, which is something they could both use, I think it would be safer given the situation with the cult and that of course they must know they are being searched. Oh, I remember first time I played I panicked that oh my god where's the number of this thing and then this dialogue comes. That's not right. Oh right. And she knows the code without our help. So the first time I played I spent so many minutes, I think even an hour looking for the code. Oh, no, please. I wanted to interact with the notes. Thoughts notes. A rough and incomplete translation of the final prophecy of Citlali Grey. What happened? The blue flame, not extinguished, still flickers in the night. He that sits between worlds, child of the abomination, wielding light beyond man, pierces through the endless black. Betrayer of all kind, resurrected by assynmath. Its sword, blood of man, rises to protect the great atrocity and prevent the triumph of humankind. Notes. Citlali, a Native American seer, origin unknown, previous council member of the Devourers of Thought, possibly of the original formation. Assynmath is referring to a collection of 3 pyramids. I haven't obtained one of them and have been searching for the other 2. I'm not sure exactly who the child of the abomination is, but if they're an enemy of the cult, then they could be a much-needed ally. Wonder, assynmath? I don't think it forms another word if you read it the other way around. Does it? No, it really doesn't. Not yet, let me just make sure there isn't anything important. That doesn't seem to be the case, except for these beautiful pictures of the 4 of them, like the gang and Ashley with Sal. And the last one, I'm not sure of what it is. Probably also of them, but I can't really distinguish it. But for now, let's grab the package. We got these weird pyramid things in the mail. Another package from our mysterious cultist insider. Dot had a 3rd pyramid in the shed. In his notes, he says he found it in the temple under the old apartments. They seem to be pretty important. Black Belladonna, hi! Thank you for joining! Welcome to the stream! I don't know if you can tell with the mask on, but since we are at June, the Pride month, we also have a Pride makeup! Because I think among of the many inclusive games we have nowadays, Sal does this amazingly well. Because none of the characters that belong to the community that appear in this game feel forced at all. And besides the fact that they belong to the community, they are very marvelous, interesting, and lovable characters. So, my respect to Steve Gabry if by any chance you're watching this. There are several mentions of a prophecy in Todd's notes about them. He was actively looking for the other 2. The mask seems so sad lying there on the grass. I think they may be linked to you somehow. No matter how I turn this, nothing happens. I thought something would happen this time. Sal, there's something else I need to tell you. The replacements were sloppy at first, but they're getting better now. It's harder to tell the difference. I can't trust anyone. Those things creep me out, dude. They aren't human. I'm assuming they are talking about the pyramids. I know what you mean. So you think that pyramid thing that Todd found would help us find Sal? It seems like it. I pieced together what I could find about the awful prophecies. And from what I can tell, there are 3 pyramids that will summon their destruction. All signs but point to Sal as the one who can stop them, as the abomination child. I'm not sure how or why, but it's the best chance we have. I always knew Sallyface would do great things. Don't give up on him, Ash. You have to find him. Yeah, no, after everything, she can't give up on him. She just can't. I won't, ever. I just need to find the other two pyramids. Once I'm free from this fucking treehouse, I'll help you find them. Larry, I don't know if this is a good idea. What if burning down the treehouse only makes things worse? Trust me, it can't get any worse. I can't live like this anymore. Or not live, but whatever. I can't stay stuck in this place. You don't know what it's like, it's torture. I can feel it changing me. Nothing else has worked to break the binding spell. What if you end up in the black room instead of being free? Your soul will dissolve into darkness. We don't know that for sure, but even so, the nothingness would be better than existing like this. Please, Ash, you have to help me. If I do this, you have to promise me you'll be okay. Promise me you won't fade away. I promise. Yeah, no, definitely. In Ash's place, I would suffer greatly from having to do this, but I would do it. I couldn't leave my friends stuck like that as a ghost, trapped permanently in the same place. It must be torture and it must be driving him crazy. I went back to the burnt tree every night for weeks. He's just gone. What do you think, guys? Would you burn the tree as well? I can't bring myself to go anymore. Another screw up in a long list of my failures. No, because at least that time you did what your friend asked you to. This morning I went over to Neil's place, but hello? Neil, you home? You're not so the same, but we'll see what that one Cheryl has been. Wrong. That's nuts. The Legend of the Greys. The Grey family is a tribe of Native Americans, but there aren't many historical records of them. Even though there are relatives of the Greys living in Knoxville today, their ancestry appears to be more legend than fact. It is said that their family was formed when a great owl stooped down from the night sky and made love to a man who was lost in the woods. Okay? Weeks later, a beautiful young woman burst out from inside the man. Okay, from where? I need to ask. A nearby pack of wolves came to eat the bits of flesh of the man. By eating his flesh, the wolves became indebted to the young woman. Over time, the pack became human, and together with the young woman formed the first members of the Grey tribe. Descendants of the woman are said to have the ability to see the future. The origin story was likely fabricated and then evolved over time. However, there may be a grain of truth of the fluid proclamation of psychic abilities. And also it could explain why the Devourers of God initials from the word dog, and why the canine animals, wolves, dogs, whatever, are so present among them. The slaughtering of children. 255 children and 32 adults were murdered across America. However, surprisingly, it didn't make many headlines. The story was covered here and there, but not by any major news outlet. It's not my understanding that the cult had something to do with this, and was likely It is my understanding that the cult had something to do with this and was likely the orchestrator of the whole thing. If true, that could mean that the reach extends much farther than we expected. A terrifying thought. And yeah, most likely, same as they have all the government and authority figures in Knoxville either threatened, indoctrinated, or bribed, it must be the case around all the United States or even around all the world. Oh, and there's Niels and Todd's portrait, the same photo they had at the school. I grabbed the C4 from Niels' bag since we were supposed to go to the temple that night. Yeah, good plan. But no time to leave yet. If I remember right, we gotta go check on it. Crap. This isn't good. That sounded like the front door. So I wonder all this time, where were they hiding with Todd and Maple? That we didn't cross, like, in their ways. Like, they just got here? There was a note left on the table for me. Ash, they have Maple and Neil. You need to move quickly. The temple is lightly guarded today. Sneak into the entrance I told you about before. Once you get into the main chamber, you'll have to act stealthily. There are 4 pillars with insets that hold sacred yards. If you place explosives there, it's sure to bring the whole place down. Stick them between the jars and they'll be safe. It's forbidden to touch those jars. Be careful and good luck. I know I can't imagine what would happen if a cultist accidentally break them. On the back of the letter, there was a hand-drawn map with the location of the jars. I didn't waste any time. I went to the temple right away. Yeah, of course. So we have the explosives here and the detonator, but most importantly we have the map. So by no means must we enter to the central chamber. I love the drawing of the school and I was about to spoil who did it, but no, not yet. And also we see that on the outer halls and on the inner halls, there are the sacred jars that we have to look for. Sorry guys, my nose is itching again. I insist, it's so good that this is not the type of video game where you die if your nose itches. And as you can see, there are some cultist revenue the place, like vigilance. But when they cross through these little windows, they cannot see us. Problem is when they are on the door. So we place the C4. But before going to the North Hall, we actually need to go to the inner West Hall. So always wait for the cultist to move away from the door. And if you see him on the window, my advice would be to wait for him to go to the door and then go back to the window, because it's pretty much millimetric. If you take some more seconds than you should have, that's gonna be a problem. Love, right? The good thing is that if you do get caught by them, it says game over, like the screen, but you are sent back to this point of the game, not to the beginning of the chapter. So I just hate when games do that. So we got 2 more to place. Let's get out of our way. Thank you. We don't want to go to the center chamber. So I wonder what would happen if we tried, but let's see. If the game is over by doing that, at least we know where to put the explosives. Too risky, okay. Okay, Ashley isn't as reckless as me. Luckily. So let me just make sure we cannot go further left. No. Without the factory, we will lose more members. Ever since the fire, his orders have been increasingly erratic. How many senators? Shh! Don't talk like that. You want to end up like the Packertons? Everything will work out. Just have faith, sister. Extension will soon be upon us. So apparently cultist number 2 is much more fanatized than cultist number 1. That's at least questioning, like, look at the minister, his orders are more erratic every time. Are you sure this is a good idea? Let me see, because right now it is letting us go left. But I think with no more purpose, we can not find anything else. But if the game allows you to, like, go past the edge, to the left or to the right, usually there's something interesting there. In this case, it wasn't the case. Let's see if the right side is different, just in case. Because right now I don't remember all the location of the hexagon devices. But no, doesn't seem like that's the way to go. I think we have to go first to the east hall, not to the inner one, but to the normal. And as you can see, the west ones are already placed. It's the other ones that we are missing. No, it's also in the east hall. Oh yeah, now I remember. The reason why we have to go to the east hall first is that this guy that you're seeing standing there isn't going to move. Ever. So we have to give him a reason to move, don't we? So we move the east hall first. Because this one actually moves. And here I knew there was a place where I had to go left. So now we have the hexagon with the 3 dots, white with 3 blue dots. And here's the exit to the south hall, but we're not ready to exit yet. See, if I hadn't waited, he would have probably caught me in the middle of my way. So better lose some seconds than minutes. Whoopsie! I had a poopsie! And yes, now this dude should be out of our way. That's all of them. But we have one more scale. Ash? Neil, are you okay? I've had better days. How the heck did you get in here? I'll tell you later. Right now we gotta get you out of there. What about Maple and Todd? Have you seen them? Maple is in the next cell over. And Todd is here. I saw him when they dragged us here. They have Todd in a different room. I'm not sure where though. They knocked me on the head pretty hard. Ash, I think something big is going down real soon. Something bad. Okay, did you see where they put the keys? I'll get you out, then we can grab Maple and talk. One of the guards has the keys, but it's too dangerous. Even if you could somehow get it, you and I aren't gonna be able to handle Maple and Todd. They're too far gone. Yeah, that's the problem, that they would struggle with them, probably scream, probably make a lot of noise, and that's gonna bring the attention of every cultist that's inside there. Maybe it's not very strongly surveilled on Tuesdays, but let's say there are 5, there are still outnumbered them. We can do it, I know we can. Oh, Ash, this isn't coaching. I think it's time for plan B. No. Save yourself, Ash. Someone has to live through this. I'm not leaving you guys down here. I can't lose any more friends. I don't think we have any other option. You there! Cut. Wait. I know that voice. Who are you? Travis! I wonder what happened to his eye. Did his own father blind him? You need to leave. If they catch you here, it won't end well. You look horrible, dude. What happened to you? Don't act like you give a shit about me. Just get out of here. Come on, man. You can help us get Maple and Todd. Let's all get out of here together. Trust me when I say it's beyond impossible. I know there's some good in you, Travis. Sal saw it too. He stood up for you when no one else would. You know he did. Do this for him. Sal is dead. And you will be too if you stay here any longer. Damn it, why won't you help us? I'm trying to. Yeah, besides the fact that he is the cultist that's been giving the information to them, he is trying to help, he just can't do it the way Ash wants. He's right, Ash. It's good to go. But it's okay. I made my peace with it. I'll finally be with my Todd again. Travis pretty much had to drag me out of there. I didn't want to go, even though I knew they were right. Oh, boy, Ghost Non-Binary, thank you for the follow! Thanks a lot, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Do send a message if you're still here so I can say hi. And I know we planned to blow the temple up, even if we failed. But I couldn't do it. And yeah, that's why, even though she is a very lovable woman, and she has good feelings, I can't entirely like Ash's character. She just doesn't learn. I mean, they had a pact that if things go to hell, then we take them to hell with us. And she didn't even match that promise. Boy Ghost Non-Binary, hello! I hate Ash and here's why. Yeah, tell us, because I kind of do too, honestly. So tell us why. And welcome here and welcome aboard to the channel. I hope you have a good time. I couldn't bring myself to press that button, knowing that our friends are down there. Yeah, the problem is that they are still down there. And they're gonna have a much worse fate than dying in an explosion. Yes, there are worse fates than that. Number 1, she's a traitor. Number 2, she's a traitor. Number 3, she never learns. 3, just annoying to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure if she's intentionally betrayed them. A friend and I have a theory that she could be involved with the cult, even though they don't say it to us in the game. So yeah, the traitor part actually is not that illogical to me. I could pretty much see it. But even if she isn't involved with the cult, it was also very disloyal everything she did on the trial. I mean, to say Sal had mental problems when she maybe didn't believe in the paranormal but was witnesses of so many things that had nothing to do with hallucinations due to depressions for her to say that at the trial. And with good intentions, but she made everything worse for Sal and for everyone. And now in this chapter, it's like, girl, I'm gonna kill you. All you had to do was press one fucking button. Neil was the one that was gonna die, Mabel was the one that was gonna die, and Todd was gonna die as well in the explosion. But they were okay with it. Why didn't you press it? Because of that, their death will be much worse. Okay, I'm calm again. Sorry about that. If you're out there, somewhere, please Sal, I need your help. Please. Can't be gone. Boyd does not mind. He says she said he was insane when she knew he was telling the truth exactly. I'm turning this chat into an Ashford club. Yeah, but you're honestly right. Oh, and by the way, since I think given your, how do you call it, your username, you will enjoy my pride makeup. So I'll remove the mask for a while because today we are showing our pride in Sally Face stream. Because as I mentioned earlier, I think this game is inclusive but in a very smart way. Because all the characters that belong to the community and also the ones that don't are interesting, even lovable in their own ways. Sally Face, happening again. Practice. What am I? You are unbound. You are broken. You must balance yourself, fight the chaos within. Don't let your nightmares infect your reality. Self, find your center. So, by the way, for the ones that aren't sure of what's going on, right now we are at the Void, the same place where the Void house is raised. And both voices from the darkness and from the light are trying to reach to Sal, each one for their purposes. Void goes non-binary. Can I talk about how much I love Sal and Larry for a bit and my headcanon for them? Sure! Sure, everyone that's in the chat, feel free to share all your theories, to share all you want about the game. As long as we keep it respectful between one another, I have no problem with anything you want to write. Don't listen to them, Sal. You must give in to your dreams, into the chaos to reach your full potential. It's too dangerous, he's not ready. Follow your heart, child. No, listen to your mind. Who are you? We are everything, and nothing. You are Anani. You are everywhere, and nowhere. Have I been here before? You have always been here. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I understand the game's mood is like mysterious and intricate, but honestly, so I have a deeper love for Sal because he makes me feel safe and at ease. It's my comfort character. Yeah, totally. I think we all could use a friend like Sal, right? Seems like the type of friend that no matter how fucked up you think your life is being at this moment for whatever reason, talking to him will always make you feel better. Or at least, as you said, safe to let go what you're feeling. Exactly, he's just so accepting and not judgmental. Precisely, I think if I would be friends with him, I would feel I can tell him anything. Anything I'm feeling, anything I'm thinking. And that even if he disagrees with me, he will say so, but he will not judge. So yeah, I would kill for a friend like Sal. So now we've entered the boy house. And as you see, there is the black room where Rosenberg is trapped. We can go upstairs, and there's also the white room. Sal deserved better, and so did Larry, definitely, totally. It's so unfair that such a wonderful person like Sal had to go through what he has to do at the chapter 4 to kill his family and his friends. And what happens to Larry is just terrible. I insist that it was not just that he got drunk and depressed and decided to kill himself. I think it was the cult that pushed him into doing it. And the booze was even to make it look like it was a suicide, but they pushed him into it. The dawn of mankind has triumphed over the oldest conflict. They are something from nothing. You must not allow them to be extinguished. Alrighty, but now how do I get out? I have a theory on how Larry unalive. How? How? Tell us all about your theory, please. The struggle of mankind ripples across the cosmos and they strive to escape the dusk. Yet, all things must eventually return to the shadows. Yeah, eventually, but not today. So let's go upstairs. Hello? I'm glad you remembered where I was. Do I know you? We've spoken many times now. Alright, are you gonna be as cryptic as the voices? Hold on. Me? I was once. Well, part of me was. I've made many sacrifices to get here, and I've lost so much along the way. I guess that's a yes on the cryptic thing then. I'm so sorry about your family. Evelyn, Larry, Lisa. Yes, I used to be as well. There was a time when I thought I could save them by changing the future. It was all I wanted. Lisa and Larry were the light of my life. I had never known such a deep love. I do not hold you responsible for their deaths. I understand what had to be done. You lost a lot that day too. But it's the nature of life. All living things must come to an end. Yes, but not that horribly. The boy got non-binary says his theory on how Larry died. So Larry died from alcohol poisoning. He drank so much alcohol he died. And possibly died somewhere hidden, maybe the temple. Yeah, but problem is that if he would have died inside the temple, why was his soul trapped inside the treehouse? What could be possible was that maybe he died in the treehouse, but his body was taken to the temple. So his soul was trapped in the treehouse, but they used his body for God knows what. But yeah, it does seem like he died of alcohol congestion, but problem is that in Addison's apartment, the ghosts get trapped in the room they died in. I mean, even if you die in your living room, you cannot move to the bedroom, you have to stay in the living room. That would make sense, yeah. Yeah, I think that would be more the case, that he did die with the booze and in the treehouse, but his body was taken to the temple. Wait, maybe the cult took his body, exactly, that's what I mean, that maybe they took his body inside the temple and, I don't know, they used it for rituals or God knows what. I remember what it was like to live, to feel. I do not miss the constant cloud of emotions. It was all for nothing though. The shadows still live and the devourers are going to call for the plague. The reach has grown too far. I stopped nothing. I died for nothing. I killed nothing. You can still stop them if you wish to. In fact, you are the key to their destruction. If that means anything to you now. Well, at least he can finish what he started. Now I'm gonna try and figure out if Travis is alive. Yeah, he is. Maybe you missed it in the beginning of the chapter. Well, no, not in the beginning, like in the middle, when Ash finds Neil in the dungeon of the cult. Travis is actually the one, the cultist that finds them and tells her, dude, you gotta get out of here. Is this a prophecy nonsense again? I don't think I'm much of a chosen hero. I couldn't save anyone. There are no chosen heroes. Only those who choose to do heroic acts. I like that philosophy. Win or lose, light or dark, good or evil. These things don't hold so much significance to me anymore, but I would still like to help you if so you choose. How can I do anything like this? Upon dying, your soul was shattered. This occurrence has awakened a unique ability within you. You will be able to drift into parallel worlds, though it will take some practice. How do I get back to my world? It will be difficult, but I have prepared for your arrival. I built a device to help you. Your friend Ashley has gathered the device above your grave in your world. This is good. However, there are more components and they must be aligned across the 3 realities that they have been hidden in. The 3 pyramids of assynmath are each sealed within 3 puzzles. You must gather them all. If you hit these pyramids of assynmath or whatever, can you just grab them from me? That is not possible. I can no longer intervene in such matters. I have also erased the solutions from my memory in case anyone tried to steal them. Yeah, it's curious that both my favorite games that are Soliface and Frank Go have a character that does that. You know, this is very important information, I used to know it, but since somebody could torture me or steal it from me, I forgot it on purpose. Slight spoiler warning. So after he fell, I assumed the fall was long, and I doubt he would live after such a big fall. So I'm gonna assume he died. Oh, okay, you mean later. Yeah, I think most likely is that he died as well. He did kill the minister, but he died in the process. However, I can guide you to their locations. Okay, well that will save some time at least. Where do I start? There used to be a door here. Just a second. There it is. You'll find your way to that door. Keep your wits about you. Alright. So number 1 is where we entered. If we take it again, we go back to his workshop. 2, 3, and 4 are the doors we have to enter to find the pyramids. The 5th one we cannot enter yet. We need to find 3 more hexagon devices. And the 6th one I don't understand what we are supposed to do with it. Because I don't think it's there for no reason. I mean, we know that in video games, everything that is in there takes effort to program, so there must be a reason for them to be there, but I'm not sure about it yet. So there's a slight possibility that he'll latch onto the walls and survive. That's not entirely impossible either. Though now that I think of it, I don't know if it would be better for him to die or to survive like that. Because if he hits his head and stuff, maybe he would survive, but not being able to feed himself even. Toaster Strudel, hi! Welcome to the stream! So what do you say we visit at least the first door? For the guys that are new in my Soliface streamings, remember that I divide the chapters in halves. Only the first one I did it entirely. But the other ones I divide them because I think it's a lot to do on a one session. Streams would last like 4 hours or so. Hello, new person. We are talking about if Travis died or not. And we see a flashback on Henry talking to Sally's doctor. I'm afraid moving still isn't an option for us. The house has been on the market since, well, 4 years now. It's an important step that I hope you will be able to take soon. In the meantime, I believe that the cat will be of great comfort to Sal. And that's how Gizmo comes into the picture. Toaster Strudel, you hate Travis! How come? No, you cannot hate Travis! I'm just messing with you, of course you can. No, Ghost Non-Binary, no! Please don't tell my other viewers to leave. I understand that you don't hate Travis, I don't either, but I would like to know, Toaster Strudel, why do you dislike him so much? No one wants you to leave. No one wants you to leave. I want to know. Why don't you like him? I personally do like Travis because I think he's a misunderstood character. He's not a bad person, he's just full of only bad influences. Boy, Ghost Non-Binary, I do wish to speak. By all means, as I said before, as long as we keep things respectful between us, everyone is welcome to say whatever's on your mind. That's what the chat's for. He's shown a lot of improvement over the past month after he was assigned the kitten. Are you sure he's ready to come home? He's more than ready, Henry. Are you sure you are ready? Ouch. But Dr. Zimbardo has a point that the kid is ready to go home. Question is that if his widowed father ready to receive him and take care of him? Oh boy, you meant I do not wish to speak. Oh, but now you saw that it's Gizmo. That's how he arrives into Sal's life. So, Toaster Strudel, do you want to share with us your opinion of that character or anything else you think about the game? Yeah, it will be good to have my son back. I love Gizmo. He reminds me of my kitten August. Oh, that's so cute. You still have your kitten with you? It's funny because now that you mentioned it, Gizmo reminds me of my cat too. It actually looks very alike to one of my cats, but it's not the one he reminds me of. He reminds me of my cat from childhood, that her name was Takis, like the potato chips. Well, this isn't what I was expecting. Yeah, these graphs of this world where Sal entered, they look almost Disney-like. The globes, for example, they are like Mickey Mouse's. I do still have him, my kitten. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Take good care of him and give him a lot of love. Cheesy as that sounds, that can be the difference of him living many years. You have awakened a new soul connection. You may find it a bit strange at first. Actually, it feels pretty natural. Like I've been here the whole time. Like waiting for a dream. In the beginning, I found the odd sense of familiarity to be unsettling. But I am not like you. You'll find the first pyramid somewhere in this house. On it. August is probably so tired of me giving him kisses and picking him up to pet him and love him. Oh, well, in my experience, if you can see the scratches in my hand, I don't think so. But if you can't see them, cats are very explicit when they do not enjoy your kisses or pampering and such. So if he isn't complaining, maybe August actually likes you to pet him and carry him. And Kuhusa offers me to buy followers and viewers. No, thank you, Kuhusa. Actually, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to ban this. I don't want those spam messages. Alrighty then. Sorry guys, same as I want my chat to be respectful between the members and the viewers, I also want it to be spam free. And speaking of the members, Toaster Strudel, are you still here with us? Come in chat, maybe, yeah, like spam? Like offering me to follow an account and buy followers for my Twitch? But nah. No, besides that, the fact that buying followers is not useful really, I don't want to have to pay people to watch me. I mean, they should be here if they enjoy the content. Looks like a letter from Ashley. So, I'm sorry I didn't believe you before. I really wanted to. I tried so hard to be there for everyone and now it's all falling apart. I hope it's not too late to fix things. I hope that I can somehow make up for my mistakes. I need you to know that Just ends there. Something must have interrupted her. I wonder when she wrote that letter and how it ended up in this world as well. Or maybe there is an Ash from this world, I don't know. And I also wonder if she meant you must know that I'm sorry, or you must know that I love you. Could be either way. Man, fuck Ashley, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I would much rather see Sal with someone else that isn't her because I just don't like the fact that just because she doesn't believe in the paranormal, she doesn't believe her friends either. I mean, I love paranormal themed games. In my personal life, I'm not particularly very believer of ghosts and such, unless I have some proof. But if I saw my friends so anguished as Sal looks in many parts of this game, I think my beliefs would be the least of my concerns in that point. I mean, if I saw a friend that's frightened that demons are attacking him, that ghosts are in his building, it doesn't even matter if I believe it or not. It's about being supportive. But that's just the way I see it. So remember that 145, we're gonna use it later, still shot. But first we need to activate this mechanism. So we see that the last one, the third wheel, moves only itself, but the second moves the third, and the first moves the second. So we actually needed to leave the third one for the end. Sal and Larry is a thing, a disgusting thing. Yeah, no, I don't love Sal and Larry shipping because I know it isn't incest per se, because they are not blood siblings. But besides the fact that they are stepbrothers and it feels weird in that sense, I also think it's unnecessary for them to be a couple. I think Sal's and Larry's friendship is very special by itself. And it actually shows us in a very beautiful way that you don't need to be attracted to a person or to be in love with a person to love them. You can also love your friends, and very devoutly. So yeah, I don't like for them to ship them because they just like send to the garbage all that reflection that they aren't in love, they aren't a couple, but they love each other. They have a deep friendship. Okay, that's like metal with Gregorian singing. I like it actually. Nice. I've always had a bad feeling about some skips, including Silent Larry. So I don't skip it, and then later in life it turns out to be just yeah. Yeah, no, it disgusts me a bit too to think of two stepbrothers dating. So now we have the hexagon with the two dots. And we have the same photo, well no, not the same photo, similar to the ones they kept in their lockers, but with the art of this game. That actually looks so pretty there. I know you hate her girls non-binary, but she looks very pretty in that image. We gotta give her that at least. And Laurie and Todd look cute as well, and Sally looks super cute. I think if I saw Sally in that reality, I would be smooching all over his face. So we have 145 in the microwave, and also 5023 in the TV. Jump shot, so we cannot enter the basement. Okay, so it's the sync that we have to click, and the sim forms a number. So I'm gonna grab my cell phone for the calculator, because if I remember right, we need to add them. So it's 7,842 plus 523 plus 145. So if we add all of that together, the add gives us 13,010. And now we can enter Todd's room. And the pyramid is right there for us to grab. Actually, if you were seeing my hands, you would see that I didn't have to move the controller at all. Just take it. And Ash had actually fallen asleep with Gizmo at Neil's place. But I don't know if she actually heard the same noise that we heard, or she maybe perceived that Sal was coming back from the grave. Sal? But thing is that in the cutscene, it actually looked like Sal's body was coming out from the tomb, but it's his skeleton floating. Sal? Is that you? It's me. You sound faint. Why is your ghost like this? How is this possible? There are so many things I want to tell you. The pyramids. Oh, one of them is glowing now. This is closer to what Todd had in his notes. Let me take a look. And these are the pyramids of assynmath to place around a corpse. And these symbols are some kind of code. But where are they? Oh, well, where are they? I suppose he meant the pyramids, but now we have them together. So, we are in the North Pyramid right now, because the West and East are lying on the floor still unlit. So we press this one, in here, the left one, then the top one again, then left, and then right. And if we do it correctly, apparently seems like Sal's skeleton is starting to cover with the nerves and muscles. You did it, Ash! Oh, back here again. Well, on to the next one. Oh, yeah. So let's move now to the third. Let me just check quickly if the hexagon was registered. I now have my kitten with me. Oh, cool. So his name is August, right? Hi, August. Welcome to my streaming as well. Purring so much. Aw, you think maybe he heard me welcoming him? Dad, when will Mom get out of the hospital? And of course he doesn't say anything. Do you think she'll recognize me with my new face? God damn it, Sal, can we not do this today? I just miss her. She's dead! She's fucking dead! Mom isn't coming home! What about the man with the dog face? We've been over this. Nobody believes me, but I did see the dog man. That's enough, Sal! I chose the pink one because that's Mom's favorite color. I hope he will recognize me with it on. Damn. Yes, totally with you, boy goes non-binary. Fuck you to Henry, fuck you. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine how being a widow must feel like. And I can't imagine the feeling that somehow, some way or another, your child had to do with your spouse's death. It must be horrible. But in the end, it wasn't Sal that killed her. So it's completely unfair the way he treats him. Even if he doesn't feel stable, like mentally stable enough to be a good father to Sal, then in that case, he shouldn't have taken him back. He should have told the doctor, no, I'm not ready for him to come back. I need you to have him here a couple more months. Or if it was much more permanent, that I think I'm never gonna be ready to have him in my house. I don't know, you talk to your relatives, maybe he has an aunt, an uncle, a grandfather, some relative that can take care of him for a while, instead of bringing him into your house to suffer abuse. Yeah, sometimes I hate Henry as well, because it's completely unfair. Sal and him were all they had for each other, like a support, and he wasn't supportive to him at all. He was all the opposite. I've been looking for this spot. I spent so much time out in these woods searching for some evidence that this was real. But I wasn't losing my mind. The council went to great lengths covering it up. They had hidden it with a concealing spell and, as they called it, of course, what they consider magic is merely science that they don't understand. That makes sense. So I have to be honest, it's a pretty dreary way to explain magic. Yeah, a bit. Anyway, I'm guessing you have some hidden keys of your own around here, yeah? The second pyramid is here. Okay. I actually like the graphs of this world very much. Like very polygonal, but very pretty. And also I like that it's the first time it's three-dimensional, that we can not only go left or right, but also up or down. And actually, if I remember right, down here at the left there's something we need. Yes, there it is. Like, more camouflage impossible. But we found the 5th hexagon with 4 dots in it. It's beautiful, like green with red. That's my second favorite complementary combination. If anyone wonders what the hell that is, complementary combination is when we mix two colors that are opposite to each other, like green and red. And this is an interesting platform. So we can see the sequence is moon, sun, sun, moon, sun, moon. Oh, no, we actually have to change it. But we don't know to what yet, so let's move. Oh, okay. So if you remember, the platform that we found before these ones, that had the suns and moons, had only 2 columns and 3 rows. So I would say it's related to the square at the right, and showing that the first 2 are light, then we have a dark light, and then we have 2 darks. So let's go back to the first platform. And following that logic, the solution should be 2 suns, moon, sun, moon, moon. Yay! Actually, I don't know if you by any chance are watching this, but I have to thank one of my YouTube viewers that gave me the solution to this puzzle after seeing me suffering in my first stream. Because for the ones that are new to my channel, one of my golden rules is that if one of my favorite games comes out for a different console or with a different version or with a different update, I stream again. So if they ever update Sally Face, I'll stream for the third time. Okay, so now let's take a look to the other pattern. Yes, there's a second game coming out with this year? Really? Is it confirmed? Sally Face 2 is coming out this year? You guys don't know yet, but I pretty much had a heart attack right now. December! Oh my god! Boy, Ghost Non-Binary, if that happens because you told me, my streaming will be dedicated to you. So let's hope it's true. So okay, now we see that we have 2 darks, 1 light, 2 lights, 1 dark, and then alternated. So 2 darks, 1 light, 2 lights, 1 dark, and alternated. Yay! Wonderful! It feels so strange not to take an hour to solve this. Pretty good though. It won't be for a while though. No, still, I will remember. I'll remember who told me it would come out. But for now, let's see how this thing is behaved. Second moves first. Third moves second. First moves third. So for example, like that, it would be wonderful. Now, yeah. Yes! We have the second pyramid! So it is confirmed there is a Sally Phase 2. Yes, Steve Gabry said there will be in his channel. And he also said he's planning to translate the games to Spanish, which would be very cool for my Spanish viewers, so I hope he does. I actually wrote to him that if he needs help translating, I would be happy to help, but I wrote it as a comment in YouTube, so he probably didn't see him because lots of people commented. Another one lit up. And that transformation of Sal looks so painful to me to just imagine to have only muscles without skin over them. Keep going, Ash, and getting stronger. You don't look so great, Sal. I'm gonna figure this out. Let's get you back to normal. So now we have this one. Oh, I must have misclicked at one point. But now he is right, and he's recovering his skin. So let's just quickly take a look and make sure the hexagon has integrated with the green one. And you have integrated, just one more to go. Sal is amazing and oddly attractive to me, totally. Totally, I have a major crush on that character. He looks super cute with his pigtails, but the first time I saw him in chapter 4 with his hair loose, oh my god, I almost melt. And it's funny because I know his face is because of the gunshot, but for me he's super handsome. Are you ready for your first day of school, Sally? I don't know. It will be fun. You'll get to meet a bunch of kids your age and make lots of friends. But what if they don't like me? That's impossible. You're the coolest guy I've ever met. Me? Of course. I don't want to leave you, Mommy. You don't have anything to be afraid of, my love. The teachers will take good care of you. And I'll be right here when you get back. I love you. I love you the most, Sally. Don't forget it. Yeah, I know that feeling. Not wanting to leave your parents to go to school. Hi, Diane Fisher. Sally's just so attractive with or without the mask. Totally. I totally agree with you. And seeing his memories with his mom is just so bittersweet. And this would be my favorite of the worlds Sal has to visit because the graphics strike to me like Tim Burton's. Is this the cave by Wendigo Lake? I don't remember it being so big. Another illusion created by your favorite cult. Whoa, was that a joke from Mr. Serious? No, it's me, Tim okay. I'm gonna go find the last pyramid. Godspeed! And here we have the last hexagon. And I'm very proud because it's the second time in my life I've ever found them all. And yes, I have played this game more than twice. Way more than twice. Can't help it, I feel that every time I play Sally Phase I discover something new. Hello? Whoa, back up, dude. I'm tougher than I look. I'm not afraid to put you down. Hey, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just looking for something I lost. Aren't we all? Oh, she's actually Tala Gray, some descendant from Citlali, or is Tala short for Citlali? Aren't we all? Well, you better not try anything. I'm watching you. I promise I won't. My name is Sal Fisher. Tala Gray. So what are you doing in this cave, Sal Fisher? Camille007. Hi! Welcome to the streaming. Hope you have a good time. I just noticed in the eye on the wall there's a triangle-shaped pupil. Oh yeah, like in the eye that's above the man with the spear? You're right, the eye, its pupil is triangle-shaped. Like the pyramid precisely. Welcome, Tamin. Have you been with us before, or is this your first time joining? I was just about to ask you the same question. I don't think I've ever seen you around Nocto before. My relatives are from here. I don't visit too often, but my grandfather has recently gone missing. Unfortunately, that tends to happen a lot around here. I hope you find him. Shit, I hope you find him before the call stops. Tamim, nice stream, thank you, that's so sweet. I hope you accompany us from now on. And also I hope you can see my pride makeup. I hate that the webcam doesn't make justice to my looks. Oh, thank you, that's so sweet. And it's nice that you're greeting each other. Thanks. My grandfather was fascinated by these caves. He used to tell me that our ancestors made all of these paintings. He said they depicted a warning of a hungry beast that hunts in this land. Have you seen a small metal pyramid around? A small pyramid, huh? I'm guessing that's the thing you want? Yeah. I haven't seen anything like that around here. Sorry. What about some towering hexagons? You're just here with a mask on looking for a bunch of shapes, huh? Yeah, and as much as it seems like that, yeah, we're not geometry obsessed. You're so sweet, I like your mask, thank you, I like it too. I took it off some minutes ago so you could see the makeup better, but I just don't feel like Sally face without it. Maybe I'll take it up to say goodbye, but not yet. I don't want to leave yet. It's a prosthetic. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be more help with your geometry. That's alright. No one can really. I'm planning on doing some different cosplays this year. Oh really? Which have you done until now? I love cosplay. So something I think is just terrible is that sometimes cosplayers do such a much better job than movies. Take Dragon Ball for example. Cosplayers that cosplay as Kakarot or Vegeta or any of the characters do a better job than they did in the movie with Justin Chatwood. I've only done one which is an anime character. Oh, which one? Maybe I know him. Sad thing is I can't really do makeup, so it's gonna be kind of hard. Well, some of my viewers have asked me to do the tutorials of my streaming looks. Would you guys like me to do that? Also, I must say I wouldn't do that here in Twitch, I would do it on YouTube. And if you want to learn to do makeup, maybe we could talk about some way I could teach you. Even if we live in different countries, I've given online classes before, it wouldn't be the first. But yeah, makeup actually can be a great help for your cosplays. It's from Black Butler when Sia had to dress up as a girl. Oh, I actually haven't watched that anime. Is it any good? What is it about? So I take it this devil-like creature is the Hungry Beast? And here's the pyramid again, on top of it. And the ones surrounding him, are they demons too? So we see a lot of hands, like hand palms depicted on the wall. So more direct it couldn't be. They are telling us to press our hands against the button. So now let's see how the mechanism works this time. To put it short, it's about a kid whose mansion got set on fire and came back with a demon butler. And those orders for the queen, and it takes place in the 18,000s. Okay, I wanna watch that right now. It sounds so cool. And I want a demon butler. Where can I watch it? Do you watch it on Netflix or Crunchyroll? Or is anywhere I can watch it? Tanim, I will take a nap. Please don't cry. I'm thinking I probably won't cry here, but I can promise not to cry in 2 weeks that we will be finishing this chapter, because I always feel like crying when I finish streaming my favorite games. So Tanim, just so you know, next Monday I will be streaming, but I'll be streaming in Spanish. You're welcome to join, of course, but if you do not speak Spanish or you prefer English, we'll be seeing each other in 2 weeks. Because in 2 weeks I'll be finishing chapter 5. It's really good, and I'm watching again, and I watch it on Hulu. Oh, cool! Do you know by any chance if Hulu services are available for Mexico too? Because I think it's only available for the United States, I have the impression. But it sounds very, very interesting. Oh, thank you. It would be wonderful if you could. So second makes third. Third makes first. And first makes second. Coolio! It solved itself! I love when that happens with puzzles. So we now have lighted the fifth one. I don't understand what's happening, but the third one is activated now. Will this bring you back? My ghost will be able to interact, but my body cannot be revived. Oh, I hate that. It isn't available in Mexico, but you can unblock it with a VPN. Oh, cool! Cool, will do. So the anime is called Black Butler, right? So I don't forget, because I actually may start watching it right now, well, after streaming. Are you sure? The processes are vague, but they suggested that you would take physical form. I am not sure of anything. Alright, let me take care of this last pyramid. Yeah, no, for Ashley it must be horrible to see him in that shape and to hear that he won't be able to come back into his body, but honestly, she was not the only cause, but the detonator. So I can feel really sorry for her. And correct, it is Black Butler. So we have to solve the east one now. So we're gonna start writing the code. I must have screwed up with one. Okay, so left. Okay, now we did it right. So, damn it, this was supposed to resurrect you. Are you okay? It hurts. There's another part to those notes, but I haven't been able to make much sense of them. Sorry, Sal, I told you again. You deserve better than this. You deserve better than me. Wait, I think I know what it means. I know what I have to do. Don't! I would gladly die if it means that you will leave. This is how I can make up for everything I messed up. Oh my god. No. Go save them, Sally Face. I hope we meet again. Oh my god. Oh, it looks so painful. Ask, no! Painful or not, it was actually smart. God, but it does look painful as hell. How many loved ones will you kill to save the world? What will be left worth saving? Yeah, shut up, boys. But what I don't understand, now that we unlocked all the hexagons, shouldn't we be back at the Void House? Are you okay, Larry? Yeah, dude, I just got something in my eye. I told you this movie is emotional. Just so beautiful. I hope they end up together in the end. They deserve happiness after all the shit they've been through. Yeah. Hey, Larry. What's up? Do you think that anyone could ever love me like they love each other? Who wouldn't love you? Don't be stupid. You're Sally Face. You're perfect, dude. Yeah, I would agree with Larry. Who couldn't love him? The booze. Of course Neil can move in. I'm surprised it took you this long to ask, honestly. His current list is nearing its end now, which is why I waited. I'd be happy to have him at our place. I'm sure Larry will too. So Larry probably won't move in until next year. Right. Well, thank you. Neil will be excited to hear the news, and I will be very glad to have him close by again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could never oppose to that. Ugh! What's wrong, Sal? I'm just not good at this. I'm sorry for wasting your time. You've got nothing to apologize for. I've been having a great time painting with you. You're an amazing artist, Ash, and a wonderful teacher. I'll never be as good as you, though. Sure you can. All it takes is practice and determination. But only if you want it, you know? You don't need to be good at everything you do. Some things we do just because they are fun and we like doing them. Or even just to spend time with people we love. I guess you're right. And I have been enjoying this time together. Very much so. I'm glad to hear that. Anytime you want to paint or even just hang out, you let me know. And I actually think that's a very good reflection that, of course, at your job or at things that you must do correctly, it's different. But when it comes to hobbies or spare time activities, you don't need to be good at everything you enjoy. You can just enjoy doing it as good as you can. Or that is at least what I tell myself when I play sports. Ashley, I wish you would have seen yourself the way I did. You weren't a failure in my eyes. You were always there for me. You gave me hope when I needed it most, even when you saw the horrible things I had done. Even when you couldn't believe the reasons I had to do those things, you stood by me. That means everything. The ritual requires one final step. Seize the power of the Blade of Osiris. The file of the people that died. Hello? What's happening to you? Ah, can you hear me? Now, where are you? The ritual has awakened a power within my being, but I cannot return to the world. You must be my sword in the darkness. This power I feel. This is you? Yes. Holy shit, so? Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so it's off with the small button on the front. We grab. Thank you for trusting me with this. I couldn't have obtained this power of my own, on my own. So thank you. Let's go kick some cultist out. And yeah, let's go, alright, but we won't be going until next week. Because as I said, I've been dividing the chapters in half, because otherwise the streamings would be way too long, and as much as I love this game, the tone is a little dense to the more than 3-hour stream. So guys, if you're still here watching, I hope you had a good time, I hope I'll be seeing you next time, and remember, right now, at least for as long as I play Solitaire, we are alternating 1 week in English, 1 week in Spanish. So that means next week we will be doing this same half of chapter 5 in Spanish, and until 2 weeks we will be finishing this one. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you had a good time and that you have a very good rest of your day or night or whatever time it is in the country. And thanks again for watching. Until 2 weeks. O dentro de una semana si me quieren ver en español.